Your question is, describe something you did as a kid that you don't do anymore.
Alright, stuff that I did as a kid that I won't do anymore. I guess most of it would pertain to something to do with fire. I was kind of a little heathen when I was younger. At least twice a week, the cops were at my house and asking where I've been or whatever. My mom kind of had a hard time, but anyway, I'll go through a couple of examples. One of which is a pretty big park by my house with an abandoned barn right in the middle. Didn't see the point of it being there, but a couple buddies were playing around in it. One of them smoked had a lighter, so we're going to make a little fire in the middle. It stayed as a little fire, and then we're pedaling down the road, look back, and the whole barn's on fire. So that'd be one thing I didn't do again. Another was the neighbors, well not really neighbors, the guy around the block told me he had a barbecue pit behind the shed. Pine trees all around, and there's a big field behind him. So we take some pine needles, we stick them in his barbecue pit, we're smoking them, put it out, thought we did, we leave. Cops show up at my house 2 hours later. I don't know why the field was on fire. So we wouldn't do that. One that doesn't have to do with fire was we played a lot of football in the streets, and we had the street lights with a little sensor on the top to pick up when the light when it gets dark and cut on. Our game was to knock those off. But it's pretty difficult to hit them because they're about 30, 40 feet in the air, and then we're going from 200 feet. And we knocked those out. Half time we hit the bowl, so our street wouldn't have any lights. You just go from one to the other. So, but that's pretty much some of the stuff I'll do with calls. Any questions?
If the cops always showed up at your house, was that because your city wasn't very big, or?
No, it was Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They wants to know if they just live in a small area. No, I was just popular. It was the same cop, as a matter of fact, that always came, which I never understood that. I don't know if this is always on duty.
If you were a mechanical engineer to be a firefighter?
I actually took the firefighter test. I was going to do that, and I passed, but they offered me a job that was 2 hours away, and they were going to let me stay overnight for weekends and stuff. So I probably would have done that.
Do your kids play with matches?
No. Another funny story with that is I pretty much saw them that fix that. I was frying some chicken one day. This is when we first bought my house, and had two big chicken breasts in there. Went to put a third one. Grease kind of overflowed, flames shoot up, burned my little overhead vent. And my little daughter, my oldest daughter, she was probably 6 at the time, freaks out, screaming. So I'm like, oh shit! So I grab it and stick it in the sink. Well, then it flames up. Boy, has some fried flour